Good morning, everyone. My name is Olayinka Odunlami. I'm the CEO of Recycle Works Limited, located in Ikorodu, Lagos. I'd like to start by saying thank you to Right Food and CEIP for putting this together. Appreciate the time and effort you've put into this program. Also, like to say thank you to the jury for taking their time out to come and judge this process. I'll start by introducing what the company is and what we do. Recycle Works Limited produces plastic lumber, what we call relumber. Lumber is made from all kinds of mixed plastics and hard to recycle materials. In our process of recycling, we find that some materials are hard to put to use easily for other things. And after doing a lot of research, we found that one of the best ways to use them is to make them into a dense material called relumber, which is essentially extruding plastics through a process that makes it into usable form of lumber. The problem originates from a sense from single-use plastic, essentially like PET bottles, food wrappers, and other packaging materials. We all use this in our daily lives, and it's a blessing to us because it allows us to be able to drink water and have snacks and do other things and package our materials on a daily basis. However, it creates a menace to the society because once we use it once, the disposal becomes a problem. Recycling for us is the optimal way of disposal of this material once it's been used, meaning that once we've used it once, we can also gather it to reuse it for something else and create a circular economy around it, and ensuring that extended producer responsibility takes place, whereby end users can send it to somewhere where it can be processed further and used for other things. Relumber does exactly that. So we gather waste material and convert it into something we can use for other people. The products that we make, as you can see, we use a extrusion and a hydraulic compression system to form different shapes and designs that which we then use to make the lumber that we use to make other materials. Some of the things we've been able to make: waste bins, outdoor furniture, school furniture, warehouse pallets, fencing material, paved block, roof tiles, and building blocks. For us, building blocks present something we're looking forward to do in the future, although we're not there yet. But with the use of this building blocks, can actually create material that people can use for their housing to solve housing issues. But we're not quite there yet. We're focusing on things that are more present to us and things that we can focus on more immediately. The market we focus on three main markets right now. The first one being the manufacturing industry. With that, what we do is we focus on making pallets for moving goods within and around the factory, on storage bins and spare bins. We can custom make designs for people to be able to put their raw material and finished goods and move them around the factory. We know we need durable material for factory work, and this comes in very handy with that because it's going to last a long time and it's very durable. The second segment we look forward to is the education segment, making furniture for students to use in their school. As we all know, a big problem we have in Nigeria here is we have about 20 million students that are out of school. One of the big reasons why that's the case is because they don't have the infrastructure to go to school. We have people that we don't have desks and chairs to sit and listen to instruction. With our product, we think we can solve a lot of that problem. The third segment we're going to focus on is backyards, parks, restaurants, and outdoor furniture in general. Because a material is made of such durable material, you don't have to worry about rust, decay, discoloration, and having to repaint the material at any point in time. When we talk about our finances, we look at it from a perspective of the cost per kg. The reason being that most of what we process, we handle it based on the tonnage and what we can convert it to. From our own experience, we can convert about 1 ton of waste plastics to about 800 kg of lumber we can then use to convert to all the products we talked about before. In doing this, we realize we average about 800 naira per kg is the cost of conversion, taking into account all the costs of production. And we think we can sell this for about 1,500 naira per kg once it's done and convert it to other product. The final price of a product that we make is also going to be dependent on the end user and how the market takes the product and the volume which we can produce. So obviously, the more we produce, the lower the cost, the more we can manage the cost and be competitive with other materials too. At this point, we're able to do about 1 ton of processing per day, which equates to about 26 million naira in potential profit and optimal production, and about 300 million naira a year in optimal production. We hope to do about 5 tons in the next 12 to 18 months after we acquire bigger equipment that can help us to penetrate the market and create a lot of demand for what we do. One of the most important things is what the impact we have in the environment. One of the things we do is we take a lot of waste that would have ended up in the landfill away from the landfill, thereby reducing carbon emission in general. And also, one of the biggest gases that we all worry about is methane. By removing all this plastics from the landfills, we reduce the amount of methane, which is one of the biggest greenhouse sources of greenhouse emissions that are known to man. So our process helps eliminate a lot of methane in landfills. Education on recycling and reduces the incidence of out of school students. Once again, by making furniture for students and for schools, we think we can reduce the number of students that are out of school due to infrastructure lack. We reduce the demand for virgin wood. Most of what from what we've seen, a lot of our product can be converted and be replicated and to replace virgin wood and to replace wood in general. So I think by creating more of this material, we reduce the incidence of deforestation and reduce carbon emission. And lastly, we think the enhanced producer's responsibility is a very important thing to everybody, especially the people in this room here. With our products, we think we can help drive that and educate people and show that the company is ready for that kind of movement to the future. Lastly, I'd like to talk about my team. We have a team of about 50 people currently. Most of us have been with us for about 5 years or so. I have myself, Olayinka Odunlami, who's the CEO, my able general manager here, Mr. Mohammed Abib, and about 45 other people that work with us. We hope to grow to a team of about 100 by the end of the year. And we thank you very much for the opportunity, and have a good day.